One person may say financial independence and mean they don't have to depend on anyone else for money, as in, I'm financially independent from my parents. When I use the term financially independent, I mean being independent from anyone and everything, including a job.
T-minus 10 seconds.
Welcome to the Journey to Launch podcast with your host, 𝐘𝐨𝐿 𝐉𝐨𝐿. As a money expert who walks her talk, she helps brave journeyers like you get out of debt, save, invest, and build real wealth. Join her on the journey to launch to financial freedom in
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, journeyers. Welcome to the Journey to Launch podcast. This week's episode will be a little different. So in celebration of my book, Your Journey to Financial Freedom, a step-by-step guide to achieving wealth and happiness, in honor of it being almost 3 months. So if you listen to this in real time, it's going to be about 3 months since my book, Your Journey to Financial Freedom, has been in the world. And so I wanted to release this special snippet that I recorded. I recorded it for another platform. And essentially, I'm sharing 5 major or key insights that I share in the book, Your Journey to Financial Freedom. So I thought this would be cool to share on the podcast. It's a short episode. I know usually my episodes are 30 minutes if it's a solo episode, or even an hour for interviews. But this one is short and sweet, only 15 minutes. But within that time, I hope you can learn something and maybe pique your interest if you have not read the book yet to go get it at yourjourneytofinancialfreedom.com. That's the website. But you're about to hear 5 key insights from my book. And if you are enjoying it and or hear something that resonates with you, let me know. Tag me on social media. I'm at Journey to Launch or 𝐘𝐨𝐿 𝐉𝐴, mostly Journey to Launch on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Let me know, and I hope you enjoy. If you want the episode show notes for this episode, go to journeytolaunch.com or click the description of wherever you're listening to this episode. In the show notes, you'll get the transcribed version of the conversation, the links that we mentioned, and so much more. Also, whether you are an OG journeyer or brand new to the podcast, I've created a free jumpstart guide to help you on your financial freedom journey. It includes the top episodes to listen to, stages to go through to reach financial freedom, resources, and so much more. You can go to journeytolaunch.com/jumpstart to get your guide right now. Okay, let's hop into the episode. My name is 𝐘𝐨𝐿 𝐉𝐴, founder of Journey to Launch and host of the award-winning podcast of the same name. I'm also the author of the book, Your Journey to Financial Freedom, a step-by-step guide to achieving wealth and happiness. I'm going to share with you 5 of the key insights from my book, Your Journey to Financial Freedom. Insight number 1, you can achieve financial freedom on the way to financial independence. You don't need to be completely debt-free or have millions of dollars to be free. Financial freedom for one person can mean they feel good about their ability to pay their bills on time, and for another person, it can mean they feel secure in having money in their savings account to cover emergencies. I define financial freedom as the ability to have options and control over how you handle your money. So being able to pay your bills, even if you have debt, or having money saved for an emergency, even if you don't make millions, means you have achieved some level of financial freedom. Likewise, one person may say financial independence and mean they don't have to depend on anyone else for money, as in, I'm financially independent from my parents. When I use the term financially independent, I mean being independent from anyone and everything, including a job. This means the money you've accumulated in your investment accounts can cover your expenses indefinitely. We all have varying levels of how much we'd want to have to feel financially free or financially independent. One person may say they are financially independent once they've reached 1 million invested, and another person may feel that they need 3 million to be financially independent. One person's financial independence is another person's financial okay. Unlike financial independence, financial freedom is not about having all the money you'd ever need again and never having to work. Financial freedom is more about the options you have and the joy it allows you to experience day to day. Financial freedom can look like your ability to pay for childcare, go out to eat at your favorite restaurant without going into debt, or feeling guilty that you should be doing something else with your money. You have the freedom and flexibility in how you earn and spend your money. Financial freedom is something you can experience on your way to financial independence. The levels of freedom depend on the lifestyle you want to live, and your lifestyle determines the financial threshold you'll need to achieve. But regardless of your circumstances, there is freedom at every level because you have access to something that you otherwise wouldn't have had. Insight number 2. There are 5 journey stages you need to go through to reach complete financial independence. The journey to financial independence will feel like a marathon and will take some time. Depending on where you are financially, the pursuit may even feel unfeasible. Just like training for a marathon, achieving financial independence involves breaking the journey into sections. Similar to finding ways to enjoy shorter training runs, it's important to find ways to enjoy the smaller financial sprints so you can stay motivated and committed to achieving the larger goal. Let's go over the 5 journey stages. The first journey stage is the explorer stage. You may feel out of control with your finances and unable to cover your living expenses. Your goal in this stage is to become financially stable. You'll want to be able to cover your living expenses and minimum debt payments without going deeper into debt. The second journey stage is the cadet stage. This is a stage where you reach some stability and are now working on becoming consumer debt-free. That means paying off high-interest credit card loans, car loans, and other debt you want included in this stage. I don't typically include a mortgage or student loans in this stage because they are large sums and will take a while to pay down. The third stage is the aviator stage. You have paid off consumer debt and now are working on becoming financially secure by growing your investments. The fourth journey stage is the commander stage. You have achieved a level of work flexibility where working becomes more flexible and you can take breaks or choose what you do for work. Doesn't mean you'll never have to work again for money, but you have more options and flexibility. The fifth stage is the captain stage. You've accumulated enough money and investments to never have to work again if you don't want to. I came up with the following names or the names for the stages to keep up with the theme of launching into space. I envisioned an astronaut preparing to go on their first mission. And as they got deeper into their training, they were able to move up in rank. You can also look at it this way. As an explorer, you're at the beginning of your journey. You're exploring your surroundings, getting the lay of the land, and reviewing the mission. In this stage, you learn the basics and do the groundwork that will help you throughout all the other stages of your mission. It prepares you for the rigorous training ahead. As a cadet, you are at the start of your training where your hands get dirty. This may also feel like the hardest part because it's the first time you've used your mind and body in this capacity. How much do you need to get in shape depends on your starting point. Stick with it and get through this stage, and you'll see why it was all worth it. As an aviator, you've gone through the toughest part of your training, but there's still a lot to learn, including more advanced techniques. As a commander, you learn both the basics and advanced techniques and can apply them to the real world. You are no longer in training and can steer or take control of the rocket yourself. And as a captain, you have not only the knowledge, but also the experience to lead your own mission. You have full autonomy. We are all on the financial independence journey, whether we are aware of it or not. You can find yourself at a certain stage of the journey unknowingly because of past decisions you made, not understanding how they would impact where you are today. Before I even knew what financial independence was, let's call this my before awareness financial independence life, I knew money was important and I wanted enough of it to live happy and be stable. The younger I was, the more hopeful and ambitious I was with what I wanted for my life. And because of my ambitions, I did make some sound financial decisions that helped give me a head start when I intentionally started my journey. The length of time it takes you to get through each stage depends on many factors. Your previous choices, the current components of your FI formula, which we'll learn about in a bit, income, expenses, mindset, habits, your desired objectives, and external factors beyond your influence, like the market, emergencies, or life changes that causes you to pivot. Don't compare yourself to other people. What matters is where you are starting and understanding that in each stage, there is a level of freedom. Each debt paid off, each $100 invested matters. It unlocks a different level of freedom for you. Fewer obligations, more power over where your dollars go, the ability to say no to jobs or walk away because you have more autonomy than you did before. Hey, Journeyers, if you are loving this podcast, then you will love my book, Your Journey to Financial Freedom, a step-by-step guide to achieving wealth and happiness. I wrote this book for you. This book is for you if you want a clear and enjoyable path to having more money, options, and a rich life. This book is for you if you hate your commute and the fact that you need to seek approval or permission from a boss. I hated that when I worked. This book is for you if you weren't born into wealth, you didn't marry rich or win the lottery, but you still want freedom. This book is for you if you're at a crossroads, a major decision or event is imminent. Maybe a career change, marriage, starting a family. Pressures are reaching a tipping point, and the discomfort and the desire for more can no longer be ignored. And this book is for you if you find yourself zoned out at meetings, looking out the window or daydreaming about the life you truly want. So go pick up Your Journey to Financial Freedom.com so I can show you how to map out how to get from where you are today to where you ultimately want to be and enjoy the journey while you're on the path. Head over to yourjourneytofinancialfreedom.com to see where you can pick the book up. It's available on Amazon, bookshop.org, Barnes & Noble, your local bookstore, everywhere. Go to yourjourneytofinancialfreedom.com to get the book now. Insight number 3. There are 5 guacamole levels of lifestyle that help you identify the type of lifestyle you want and how much it will take to reach financial independence. In order to help you identify your desired level of lifestyle and spending and how it compares to the way you live and spend now, I've come up with something called guacamole levels, or guac levels for short. Can you tell how much I love guacamole? If you hate guacamole, feel free to replace it with your favorite treat or thing. The guac levels go from 1 to 5, 1 being the least amount of fanciness and 5 being the highest level of indulgence. By asking a question about a simple lifestyle choice, do you order the guacamole or not, you can determine what lifestyle level of financial freedom you want. The higher your lifestyle needs, or guac level, the more money you'll need to become financially independent. Let's go over the guac levels one by one. Guac level 1 is characterized by having no extras. Your focus is on financial independence, and you prioritize your baseline and mandatory expenses like housing, transportation, and groceries to survive. You live a traditionally frugal lifestyle and rarely indulge in anything beyond your basic needs. Guac level 2 has occasional extras. You may indulge in something like eating out or ordering guacamole, but only on special occasions or when a good discount is available. Extras like these are considered significant expenses, and you would not indulge in them regularly. Guac level 3 is where you indulge in extras like eating out or ordering guacamole more frequently because you enjoy them and consider them a source of luxury in your life. You have designated a budget to cover such expenses, and they are regular parts of your routine. Guac level 4 is where you can have extras whenever you want, regardless of the price. You are willing to pay a premium for high-quality luxury experiences, including expensive appetizers like guacamole. Money is not a significant barrier for you, and you can indulge in extras regularly without being too concerned with fitting them into your budget. You would pay $19 for a fresh guacamole made with organic ingredients at the table, just like you would pay for first-class flights. Guac level 5 is the ultimate level of luxury where you have your own chef in-house to make authentic guacamole whenever you want. At this level, you can indulge in anything you desire, including daily tubs of guacamole. You are a total baller probably and own your private jet and are on the top of the financial ladder and have the ability to enjoy life's pleasures without any restrictions. While I don't require every luxurious item, I do have a soft spot for guacamole, and more than that, I value the flexibility and freedom to choose how I use my money. Admittedly, it's possible to reach my FI goals faster by eliminating extras like appetizers. However, I find it less appealing to do that. Every decision comes with trade-offs, which is the opportunity cost of relinquishing your desire to attain another. So what's your desired guac lifestyle level? Insight number 4. There are 6 essential components to work on to reach financial independence. To achieve financial independence or any of your financial goals you've set for yourself, you'll need to understand all 6 components of what I call the FI formula. I'll get into the formula in the book, but for now, let's take a look at the 6 components you'll need to understand. Income, expenses, liabilities, assets, mindset, and habits. The first 4 components, income, expenses, liabilities, and assets, capture all the quantifiable and tangible things you need to focus on with your money to reach your financial and lifestyle goals. The last 2 components, mindset and habits, are more intangible and can't always be measured in numbers, but still impact the length of time and quality and happiness of your journey. All 6 components have their own goals. You want to improve your mindset and habits, increase your income, optimize your expenses, reduce your liabilities, and grow your assets. The 4 tangible components. Understanding the 4 key components of income, expenses, liabilities, and assets is crucial for anyone who wants to achieve their financial and lifestyle goals. By paying attention to these 4 components, you can make informed decisions about how you allocate your resources. Income is the inflow of money and cash from your job, businesses, or investments. Expenses are the outflow of money and cash directed to needs. Liabilities are things you owe, credit card debt, student loan, personal loans. Assets are things you own. The 2 intangible components make the tangible components doable. Your mindset is how you view the world, your thoughts and internal set point that guides you to see things in how you view and interpret events. Your habits are the things you do consistently, the rituals and routines that help you on your financial journey. Reaching financial independence requires a holistic approach that involves looking at all 6 components. They all work together like a foundation of a house that can withstand external factors that allow you to be successful on your financial freedom and independence journey. Insight number 5. The journey to financial independence is as much an internal one as an external one. The real benefit of pursuing financial independence is not in the accumulation of assets and the growth of your accounts, but rather it's what you gain and who you become while you're on the pursuit. While you are on your way to financial independence, you have to learn to enjoy and revel in the skills, confidence, and resilience that transform you more than any number can. The money and economic gains that you receive will enhance your journey, but that can come and go. Your accounts may fluctuate with changes in interest rates, news events, and other things outside your control. But who you become can't be diminished or taken from you. That is the real power and freedom. By not solely focusing on the final outcome of accumulating wealth, but also taking into account the personal growth, knowledge, and emotions that come with the journey towards financial security, you can begin to find enjoyment and fulfillment in your life regardless of your current financial situation. The journey to financial independence is as much an internal journey as an external one. Acknowledging and appreciating the freedom you get on the journey at every stage is more important than what stage you're in or how far you are away from financial independence. The happiness we have in our lives is ultimately based on our internal perspective and not how many zeros are on our bank statement. Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoy my book, Your Journey to Financial Freedom, a step-by-step guide to achieving wealth and happiness. Okay, journeyers, I hope you enjoyed that short but sweet and hopefully informational episode on you where I shared the 5 key insights that I shared in the book, Your Journey to Financial Freedom. Of course, you'll get a lot more meet when you get the book, or if you read the book or listen to the book, where I expand upon those insights. But if there's a particular insight that you are intrigued about, or just something that stands out to you, let me know. Again, I'm at Journey to Launch on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. So at me, tag me, let me know you're listening so I can share some love back to you. Now, also, do you like these shorter formats? So this episode was only about 15 minutes plus my rambling in the beginning and end. But just curious, would you like shorter episodes from me, or do you like my longer format episodes? So let me know. Again, you can get my book, Your Journey to Financial Freedom, at yourjourneytofinancialfreedom.com. That's the book website. From there, you'll find all the places you can get it. Amazon, Target, Barnes & Noble, bookshop.org, you name it. All right, journeyers, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week, and keep on journeying, journeyers. Don't forget, you can get the episode show notes for this episode by going to journeytolaunch.com or click the description of wherever you're listening to this. And you can still grab your Jumpstart Guide for free to help you on your journey to financial freedom by going to journeytolaunch.com/jumpstart. If you want to support me and the podcast and love the free content and information that you get here are 4 ways that you can support me and the show. 1, make sure you're subscribed to the podcast wherever you listen, whether that's Apple Podcasts, that purple app on your phone, your Android device, YouTube, Spotify, wherever it is that you happen to listen, just subscribe so you are not missing an episode. And if you're happening to listen to this in Apple Podcasts, rate, review, and subscribe there. I appreciate and read every single review. Number 2, follow me on my social media accounts. I'm at Journey to Launch on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and I love, love, love interacting with journeyers there. 3, support and check out the sponsors of this show if you hear something that interests you. Sponsors are the main ways we keep the podcast lights on here, so show them some love for supporting your girl. 4, and last but not least, share this episode, this podcast, with a friend or family member or coworker so that we can spread the message of Journey to Launch. All right, that's it. Until next week, keep on journeying, journeyers.